Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And peace and blessings goes to you brothers out there in the highways and byways, pushing His word and His truth and sincerity. In today's lesson, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. But in today's lesson, I have a few scriptures going into how the land of Israel, all right, will be destroyed, but it will be built back up. Okay, the land of Israel will be destroyed, but it will be built back up. Now, why is the land of Israel, why is the Lord going to destroy that land? Isn't it His holy land? Isn't it the land that He chose as His favorite pit? When you go to the book of 2nd Esdras 5 and 23 says, "And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine, and of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit." And what is that pit? What does that pit represent? What is that land that the Lord has chosen? The land of Israel. That's his favorite land. All right. And that's the land that He gave unto His people. All right. And who are the Lord's people? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right. The Israelites. Those are God's chosen people. All right. But right now, God's chosen people are not in the Holy Land, and not in the land of Israel. All right. Right now, you have heathens that are occupying our land, specifically Amalek from the Edomites, these small hatters, these Jays that claim to be us, these imposters, these bastards, okay? And Arabs, which are the true biblical nationalities, Ishmael. So you have Ishmael and Amalek fighting over a land that does not belong to either of them, because that's truly our land, okay? Which right now, the people over there, the Arabs, they call themselves Palestine or Palestinians, or from Palestine, which when you go into the word Palestine, it's really the Philistines, okay? The Philistines, which Philistines they come from Ham, they're Hamites. We all know that the Arabs are not from Ham, they're not Hamites, they're Ishmaelites. So you got two heathen nations that are occupying our land. Not only occupying it, but they're defiling our land. Especially the small hatters. All right? Especially the small hatters, man. So the Lord is about to destroy that land. All right? And how is He going to destroy that land? In the way of fire, nuclear fire. Okay, that's how He's gonna cleanse the land. That's how He's gonna cleanse the land, through fire. Okay, that's how He's gonna get all those people out of there, through fire. Okay, because we always, which it is a major part. Babylon, which is America, is gonna be destroyed. All of America will be destroyed by nuclear fire. But all of the land of Israel will be destroyed by nuclear fire as well. The only difference between America and Israel is that Israel will be built back up. America will never be built back up. This place will be a desert forever. Okay, so let's read that again. 2nd Ezra 5:24. And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof one lily. And again, that pit is the land of Israel. That's the Lord's favorite land. All right, just like how you may have a pair of shoes. You always have a favorite pair of shoes. You may have multiple cars, but there's always that one car that you really like. That's your favorite. You see him as precious to you. You know. Well, the Lord, he has out of the whole world, out of all the earth that there is in this world, the Lord has one favorite land, and that's the land of Israel. Okay? But like I said, that the Lord is about to destroy that land. And when I say destroy it, which really I should use another word, because, you know, something that's destroyed, you know, it's destroyed. But what the Lord's going to do, he's going to basically cleanse that land in a way of fire. Okay? He's going to get rid of all the people, all these small hatters and these Ishmaelites that are in that land. He's going to get rid of them all by fire, nuclear fire. All right? Because the land of Israel will be touched by fire. And that's how the Lord will cleanse that land. Okay? Let's get the next scripture I have is Jeremiah 50 and 45. It says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon. All right, Babylon, when you go into the Hebrew word of Babylon, the Hebrew word is Babal, which means confusion. Okay? Which, this right here is not referring to ancient Babylon, which is Iraq. This Babylon is referring to the virgin daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, which is America. All right? So again, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Who are the least of the flock? These Amalekites, these small hatters. And they're the least of the flock because out of all the tribes of Esau, these small hatters are the smallest out of all the tribes of the Edomites. Okay? And they're going to drag America into this world war. Now, recently, I think you had one of the U.S. secretaries. He went to Israel, and he visited. He spoke with Netanyahu or whatever his name is. He said, basically, he mentioned how U.S. will always be on Israel's side, no matter what. Okay, U.S. will always be on Israel's side. Why do you think they're sending them warships and sending them aid right now? Okay, it's going to be Israel that's going to draw out America into this next world war. Why I say that? Because Israel wants to take down Iran. They see Iran as a threat, as an enemy. All right, and Iran wants to annihilate Israel. That's why there's rumors of that really it was Iran that supported and helped Hamas attack the land of Israel. But those are just rumors. That's not confirmed. You had Iran that denied those rumors, and you also had U.S. that looked into it and saw no evidence of Iran being involved with this attack. Okay? But like I said, Iran being involved with Hamas, with the Palestinians, are just rumors. Okay? But throughout the years, you had Mossad, which is like this CIA equivalent of the CIA, but on Israel they call them Mossad. They've been assassinating Iranian scientists, nuclear scientists. Why? All right, and not just Mossad, but also CIA, America, and Israel have been working together to make sure Iran does not get a nuclear arsenal, which they already have, by the way. They already have hypersonic missiles, which is the vehicle that carries these warheads. Okay, but throughout the years, they've been assassinating Iranian scientists, nuclear scientists. Why? Because they know that once Iran gets nuclear weapons, that their goal is to ultimately destroy Israel. And that's why they've been trying to take down all these nuclear scientists. But eventually something's going to happen down the line where Israel and America are going to have to go into Iran. Okay? Which is going to bring in Russia when you read Ezekiel 38. All right? So, reading it again, it says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he had purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Now, how is America and the land of Israel going to be desolate? What's going to make the land desolate? That nuclear fire. Because both of these nations will be both of these countries will be utterly hit and destroyed by fire. But like I said earlier, the two differences between America and Israel is the land of Israel will be built back up. All right? America will not be built back up. Once this place is destroyed, it's going to be destroyed. All right? It's going to be uninhabitable. All right? And Israel will be uninhabitable for a certain period of time. Okay? Because that fire is going to take some time for that fire to burn, man. When you go into Revelation, it speaks of Babylon burning forever and forever, which is not, literally forever. All right? I believe when you go into the word forever, let me see if I can get what I just quoted. Forgive me, brothers. I'm typing in right now. All right, yeah, there's a lot of them, but I'll get this one. Revelation chapter 14, verse 11. And this, so this is after. Well, you know what? I'll read from 10. So Revelation 14 to 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. Now this is the punishment for those that take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and that are down with this image, down with this system, all right, and this new order that Esau is setting up. Okay, that's gonna be their punishment. All right, they're gonna feel that nuclear fire. They're gonna feel that plague. They're gonna feel the wrath of the Most High's indignation. Verse 11 is the point. And the smoke of the torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest nor night. They have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So when you go into the word forever, when you go into ever, the Greek word for that is aeon, which means a period of time. All right, or a period of time, because that fire is gonna go on for a long time. Best believe that. Okay, it's gonna go on. It's gonna be burning for a long time, but eventually it's gonna be quenched. Okay, and when it's quenched over here in America, you're gonna have desert animals and every foul spirit that's gonna be living over here. But the land of Israel, when that fire quenches, okay, the Lord is gonna build it back up. Okay, where we're gonna be able to live in that land. All right, and let's get some scriptures to prove that. Let's go to the book of So let's get the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 3. I'm gonna read this verse in the NLT, but first we're gonna read it in the King James. It says, "For the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places. He will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving in the voice of melody." Let's read that again in King James. "For the Lord shall comfort Zion." Zion is another name for Jerusalem. Okay? He will comfort all her waste places. Because real soon, right, this, what we read right now is a future prophecy. Okay? This is gonna happen when New Jerusalem comes down, which represents the elect, come down from heaven, and we establish order on earth. Okay, putting these nations in subjection, these heathens start with Esau and these other nations in chains. Okay, and building back the earth, because the earth is gonna be. Remember, the scriptures speak about earth reeling to and fro like a drunkard. What's gonna cause that? That nuclear destruction, because all of America is going to get destroyed. All the land of Israel is going to be destroyed. You got certain parts of the world that's going to be hit with missiles as well. But the two countries that are going to be destroyed by it is going to be the land of Israel and the land of America. And that's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. That's going to cause islands to move out of their place. That's going to cause tsunamis. It's going to be devastating throughout the world. And let's not forget about that wormwood, that radiation that comes from the missiles. So when the elect come down, we're gonna have to rebuild everything. All right, just through a period of time, earth is gonna be desolate, especially our land. Okay, but it's gonna be built back up. All right, it's gonna be built back up. It's gonna be wasted, but it will be built back up. It says, "He will comfort all her waste places. He will make her wilderness like Eden, when you go into the word Eden, right? The Hebrew word for that is Aidan, which means paradise or joy. Okay? The Lord's about to make not only the whole earth, but specifically the land of Israel. That's going to be the best part of the earth. Don't get me wrong, all the earth is going to be like paradise. It's going to be beautiful throughout all the world. The best part of the land is the Lord's favorite pit. All right, which is the land of Israel. Okay? And he's about to build his land, his holy land back up, and it's going to be like Eden. It's going to be like paradise. Filled with sweet smelling trees, filled with greenery, different color flowers. The water is going to be clear. Different type of animals. It's going to be beautified again. And let's not forget Zion, which is another name for Jerusalem. All right. Jerusalem is going to be built with, is going to have cities of gold. The streets are going to be made with gold and different stones. Literally. All right, which, Lord, then I'll bring those scriptures out. But let's finish reading on. It says, he will make a wilderness like Eden. And this is how you know that this ain't referring to the land of Israel right now. This is going to come to pass after the destruction. All right? Because the land of Israel is not like Eden right now. It's not like paradise. When the Palestinians were invading the Israelis, you saw how they were partying in they had a festival. They're having a festival out in the desert. The cities of Israel, all right, Jerusalem today, it don't look like paradise. The Jerusalem today is not built. The streets are not made with gold. Okay? So it says, in her desert, like the garden of the Lord, joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. Right, man? And this is how you know, again, this is not speaking of right now. This is a future prophecy. Okay? So let's read in NOT. It says, the Lord will comfort Israel again, and will have pity on her ruins. Her desert will blossom like Eden, her barren wilderness like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness will be found there. Songs of thanksgiving will fill the air. Okay? So the Lord will comfort Israel again and have pity upon her ruins. Her desert will blossom like Eden, her barren wilderness like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness will be found there. Songs of thanksgiving will fill the air, man. Because when we're back in our place, when we're back in our land, all right, when the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, which are the Israelites, God's chosen people, are back in the land, we're going to be filled with joy and thanksgiving, man. We're going to be praising Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's when it's going to be the time to party. Because that's all Jake want to do right now is party. The time to party is when the Lord establishes his kingdom here on earth, man. When he establishes people back on top. When he gives us back our land. That's the time to party. Right now ain't the time to party. Okay? Right now is not our mindset shouldn't be a party. Our mindset should be on seeking to be saved from what's to come. Okay? Let's get another precept. Let's go to Baruch chapter 5, verse 8. It says, moreover, even the woods and every sweet-smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Most High. Right now, you have trees. You had a time where these so-called these so-called Jews, these Jays, they had to import trees to the land of Israel because it was so deserted. It looked like a wasteland. It looked like a desert. They had to bring in trees. Nah, that ain't gonna happen when the Lord establishes his kingdom back on earth. When he brings his people back to the Holy Land. All right, let's read that again. Moreover, even the woods and every sweet-smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Most High. So the Lord's gonna command the trees to grow. All right, you're not gonna have trees to be imported over here. Okay, the Lord is gonna have trees grow in our land. Okay, because trees beautify the land. It beautifies everything. Okay, and not just no ordinary trees, sweet smelling trees. Let me do this. Let me look up sweet smelling trees on Google. Let's see what I can find. Yeah, you basically have thousands. You basically have thousands of them. You should just, yeah, there's a lot of them. Like the fir tree or the pine tree, that itself is very like right here. Yeah, right here. The tree that's in front of us, that's on the camera. That's a pine tree. All right, the smell that has a good smell. Okay, especially when you when I went camping, I used some of those leaves to burn, and it really made the air smell very good when I was burning the branches off that tree. But you could type in different sweet smelling trees, and there's a lot of them, man. Which trees help purify the air. Okay, trees help purify the air, man. But let's continue reading. It says, Isaiah Baruch 5:8. It says, moreover, even the woods and every sweet-smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Most High. For the Most High shall lead Israel with joy in the light of his glory, with the mercy and righteousness that cometh from him. Because at the end of the day, the Lord will show mercy upon his people. All right, he will forgive them for all their iniquities, for all their sins, and remember them no more. He will give them a mind to be perfect, to be righteous. All right, he will establish his laws in the inward parts, in their minds. They'll never go off again. He'll basically program like you program a robot. Okay, and the Lord is gonna program us to be righteous. Okay. The Lord, like I said, the Lord will forgive all of our people for their iniquities. That's how all of Israel is gonna be saved. Okay, because our people that suffer the second death on this side, they're gonna come back through the elect, through the ones that make it. Okay, so let's get another precept. Isaiah 61, verse 4, it says, and they shall build the old wastes, they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Right, we're gonna have slaves. Like right now, you see Issachar, because right here, this land, the other side of this fence is basically like a farmland. They plant a lot of fruits and different type of fruits. Right now they have pumpkins and all that. As you see, Issachar, all right, over here doing their thing. But you ain't gonna see that in our kingdom when the Lord establishes people back on top. We're gonna have these other nations. They're gonna be our vine dressers. They're gonna plow our fields. All right, 'cause I'm pretty sure you have Esau that owns this land, that's paying these jakes chump chains. All right, just to do this. Okay, but these devils are gonna plow our fields. Okay, they're gonna be our vine dressers as well as these other nations. It says, "But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves." Right, man. And that's coming, man. All right. That's a future prophecy. Okay. We're gonna be kings and priests because we're gonna teach these other nations the laws of our God, man. The laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because they're gonna have to be forced to be. They're gonna be forced to keep our laws, man. All right. So if they don't, they're gonna get judged. It says, "It shall call you the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles." We're gonna eat the riches of the Gentiles, man. Now I ain't talking about cash. I'm talking about real riches, man. Gold, silver, precious stones, oils, cattle, land. All right. We're gonna have the riches of the Gentiles, man. For your shame ye shall have double, and for your confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. All right. And the NLT says, instead of shame and dishonor, you will enjoy a double share of honor. You will possess a double portion of prosperity in your land, and everlasting joy will be yours. And that's a future prophecy, man. For all the shit that we went, all the hell that we caught here in America, all the things we had to deal with here in America, man. All the shame and the dishonor that we have to dealt and be faced with here. The Lord is gonna give us honor. All right. Like the verse before, it says we're gonna boast in their riches, man. Like these devils do to us now. All right. These devils like to boast of their lifestyle. All right. They like to boast. They like to look down on Jake. But we're gonna do the same thing to them. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing to them, man. They like to boast their houses. When you go to Esau areas, I always notice they always have their windows open for everyone to see inside their house. All right, so you can see how nice the house is from the inside. You know, while Jake lives in these small shacks, in these apartments in the hood, with messed up streets. All right, these devils, they have it all, man. Right now, they have the fatness of the earth. I was watching a video of why how Arizona was so hot, and they compared the ghetto to the rich area. The ghetto is obviously where Jake lives. The rich is where these Edomites live. And in Esau, when you go to these Edomite areas in Arizona, the suburbs, they're covered with trees. They have trees on every block. Which trees help cool, keep the land cool, keep the place cool. All right. But when you go to Jake area, they literally have no trees because they were comparing the heat. Because over there, Arizona is like a desert. All right. It's like a desert over there, literally. Okay, and Jake has no trees, and it was way harder over there in Jake areas than it was in these suburbs where Esau lives, because Esau had trees, Jake had none. They make their places nice and they systematically design our places to look like that, to be like that, man. But what do you think is gonna happen when the roles are switched? When the Lord brings his people on top? You devils are gonna live in pits, man. You ain't gonna have no trees to cover you, to hide you from the shade. I mean, to hide you from the sun. So let's go to the next precept. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 30. And 15. It says, why criest thou for thine affliction? Right? Because you see our people, you know, we're suffering. They're suffering and all that. They're catching hell. They're in the lowest state. Okay? And they cry. They wonder why they're going through this. They wonder why they're always at the bottom. They're wondering why they're always being the first one being put in jail. Why cops treat them the way they do. Why these other nations treat them the way they do. Okay? It says, thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. The reason why we were brought over here in slave ships, the reason why Esau was able to take Gad and Reuben's land and Issachar's land and put them in slavery as well, the reason why Esau was able to do what he did to us as a nation, because of our iniquities, because we sinned against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We sinned against our power. All right? This is why all these things are happening unto us. This is why we're constantly getting killed. All right? This is why we're constantly being attacked on every side. Because of our iniquities, because of our sins. This is all a punishment. And our people don't realize that, man. All right? It says, I have done these things unto thee. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Right. All right, so all those that devoured us, Esau, Edom, is going to end up being devoured. Okay? All of our enemies, which Esau is the number one on the list. All right? Ain't going to just be Esau is going to be devoured, but as well these other nations too, because they are our enemies. It says all of thy adversaries. Because all of our adversaries have a part in devouring us, to make a name and no more remembrance. They all have a league with this devil to take us down and keep us at the bottom. All right, these devils are getting the main profit, while these heathens, these dogs, are getting the crumbs, making a profit off our sufferings. Okay, it says every one of them shall go into captivity. So all of our enemies, Edom, Moab, Ammon, Ham, Ishmael, Japheth, they're all going to go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Okay? Because Esau, he looks at us as the prey. But real soon the roles are going to switch. He's going to be the prey. We're going to hunt his ass down, starting with the wicked elites, man. All right? Verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Okay? These other Esau and these other nations, they look down on us, man. They don't care about us. They don't care how we're suffering, the hell that we catch. They don't care how majority of us in the prisons. They don't care how how majority of us are on drugs, or out in these gangs killing each other. They don't care, because they want these things to happen onto us. Okay? They want us at the bottom. No one's caring for us. When Ammon, these Japanese, when they were getting beat up by over here in LA, okay, they passed laws. I forgot the law they passed, but it was not attacking Asians. Okay? When Esau during World War II, when they were at war with Japan, they locked up all the Japanese over here in America because they were considered them spies, and put them in concentration camps. When that was over, they paid them off. And here it is, they're still promising you so-called Negroes some reparations, which they haven't given you shit. And there's nothing that this devil can do or give us that can make us forget what they did to us. We'll make the Most High forget, because we're his people. Verse 18, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents. Right. The Lord is going to bring us back to our land. But before he does that, he's giving us back our nationality, our heritage. He's giving us back his name, because all that was taken away from us. When Esau had us in them chains, man, that was beat out of us. Through the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the Lord gave that back to us, man. And have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be built upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. Right. Because when the Lord brings us back into our land, when he establishes people back on top, and give us and establish and give us the world which is rightfully ours, because the earth was created for our sakes. Remember that. Okay, I think that's found in Isaiah 45. Let me see if I can bring it out real quick. Oh wait, that's in second Esdras. Let me see, 5 earth our sake. I'll just type it in. I was looking at Isaiah Salakia. Second Esdras 4 and 39. It says, for our wait, forgive me. Second Esdras 6, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I found it. Second Esdras 6 and 55. It says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Right, this world is really ours. Okay, it's ours. This earth really belongs to us. Okay, but right now it's ruled by Esau, Edom, the wicked. All right. But real soon, the Lord is about to give us back the world. Give us back what's rightfully ours. Okay? And when he does, we're gonna be found praising him, giving thanks being in mirth, being at rest. Okay? So let's go back to Isaiah 55. No, not Isaiah 55, forgive me. Jeremiah 30 and 19, it says, and out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me. And I will punish all that oppress them. Who's oppressing us? Esau and these other nations. Okay? The Lord's going to multiply us. This is where you're going to have a small one become 1,000. And small one should become 1,000. See Isaiah 60. I don't want to misquote it. A little one should become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. Okay, we're gonna be multiplied, man, to the point where there's gonna be too many Israelites on earth. We're gonna have Israelites gonna live in other planets. Okay, but that's another video for another time. And the nobles shall be of themselves, and the governor shall proceed from the midst of them, and I will cause them to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engage in his heart to approach unto me, saith the Lord? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. Okay, so that's coming again. This is our future prophecy. Okay, where the Lord will build back our lands. Okay, but before he builds it back up, he has to destroy. He has to bring fire. He has to cleanse our land. Okay, so with that, Lord willing, you brothers edified. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Shalom.